Hey travelers, today I want to talk about planning your trip. If it's for a trip of 2 weeks, a month or even longer, those tips will all come in handy. So first thing first, when you want to travel, set yourself a budget. So you don't spend too much or too less, but spending too less is not possible. Not at all. So yeah, setting your budget. So you can set a low budget or you can set a high budget. It matters on the kind of luxury you want. If you want a lot of luxury, then you set a high budget, else you set a low budget, like me. It matters on the country you go to. So going to Europe will be more expensive than going to Asia. So when planning your budget, take in account the place you will go to. If you go to Asia, you will pay less than you go to Europe. If you go to, let me say, Cambodia against Japan, Japan will be more expensive than Cambodia. So take that in account when planning your budgets. Number 2. So when planning your travel, take in account if you will go in high season or low season. High season is mostly around July, August. When you are going on a trip in high season, you will pay a lot more from the hostel, for the food. So yeah, take that into account when planning your budget, when planning your travel, that you don't be totally surprised that you have to pay a lot more for your hostels, hotels, for your food. Even for some tourist attractions you have to pay more during high season and less during low season. But of course it isn't always possible to travel during low season because of work or other stuff. If you have a choice to go whenever you want, go during low season. You will pay less, you will have the same experience. When you go in high season, add a little bit or a lot more to your budget. Number 3. When you plan your trip of places to visit, you will look at a map and see, oh, I can visit that. But a map is small in scale. You will probably not have enough time to visit all those places in one day. So just plan a couple of things you want to see, and when you are on your trip itself, go to the places you want and can go to, that you feel like going to. So for me, I plan ahead of the monuments I want to see, like on this map. You will see a couple of destinations and those are things I want to see. But of course I know I ain't gonna be able to see them all. So when I arrive, I will look at the weather and take other things in account. If I meet people that are going to other monuments and I want to join them, I can take that into account. So I don't plan what I will visit on each day. I just see what's capable, what's durable, and what I feel like visiting. So yeah, take that into account. A map is just a very tiny picture. You are on vacation. Vacations are for relaxing. If you want to sleep longer, sleep. You're on vacation, you can do whatever you want. Except stealing and other illegal stuff. So yeah, do everything at your own pace, enjoy your surroundings, the culture, the foods, take your time for everything. If I'm visiting a place and I don't really like it, I'm not going to hang around to see everything at that place. Then I will just go to the next one and see what I can find there. Number 4. Research. Research the place you are going to visit. The country, the rules, like no shoes indoor and Japanese homes, all that kind of stuff. Look at some basic books about countries. I am not holding a book, but I have some books. Research is important. Look for some places you want to visit, put them on a map like I showed you how I did it for my trip to Japan. Research is important. You have to do good research about the places you want to visit. See if You can easily get to each place by bus, train, metro, even plane. I don't know how you like to travel. You can look at prices, like in Google Maps. If you type location to location, it will sometimes give a price for the train or the buses, so that's a helpful tip. And remember, the first prices you see of hotels or hostels or anything, there will probably be better prices with a lot more you can have for that money. Number 5, most important, and that will decide if your trip is going to be good or not, is the going to and the getting back. If you go in a plane, not everything is allowed on a carry-on or in a normal luggage. You have to take that in your mind. Every year there are thousands of people losing their stuff because of that. If you take, like, for example, batteries, spare batteries on a plane, you have to pack them separately in a nice little container or whatever. Do non-conductive tape on the contacts, because most airports will require that. You can't put spare batteries, like lithium batteries, in your luggage. You have to put them in your carry-on, or else your luggage can be confiscated. Same goes for grenades, nuclear materials, weapons. Those things aren't allowed in your luggage nor your carry-ons. So keep that in mind. So yeah, those are my 5 tips for planning a travel. I hope they were helpful. Also, I have a little tip for you guys. If you want to save a lot of money, book early. Like, I booked my flights and hostels 5 months ahead. It may sound crazy, but the best times to book in front are 6 months or 3 months before you travel. You will save more money than buying a last minute, because in most cases last minutes can be way higher than you expect, and you may not have taken that into account, that you would have to pay more for the plane ticket if you book it at the airport itself when leaving. So yeah, those are my tips. I hope you are something with them. I hope you have great travels, and I'll see you all later. If you like this video, subscribe for more, and bye bye. Safe travels!